Today, World Refugee Day, more than 82 million people are forcibly displaced by persecution, conflict, natural phenomena, including climate change. Of these, more than 26 million are refugees. The Biden-Harris administration is committed to welcoming refugees and ensuring that the United States Refugee Admissions Program resettles those most in need of protection, in line with our long tradition of offering hope and a safe haven to persons fleeing persecution without discrimination. It is not only a fundamental part of the American story, it's also part of my own story. Like many Americans, I owe the grace and opportunities of my own life to the sacrifices of my own family and to the fact they were welcomed in America. My great-grandfather, Meyer Blinken, fled pogroms in Eastern Europe and arrived in New York in 1904, where he became a prominent Yiddish writer, often writing about the immigrant experience in his own community at the turn of the century. My stepmother, Vera Blinken, came to the United States after fleeing communism in Hungary. And my late stepfather, Samuel Pizarre, who, having survived 4 years in Majdanek, Auschwitz, Dachau, was just 16 years old when the war ended, and he was liberated by American GIs. The only survivor of his family, the only survivor of a school of 900 children in Białystok, Poland. My world has been shaped by the experience of those who fled conflict, death, and deprivation to find a new life here in America. But that's just one family story. There are so many others in the history of our country. And just imagine, for one moment, what our country would look like without the contributions of refugees. Without a Sergey Brin, there's no Google. Without Albert Einstein, there are no world-changing theories on physics. Without Marc Chagall, our world would have less color. Without Madeleine Albright, our community of democracies might be smaller. We'll put America's highest values at the center of our foreign policy efforts and continue to welcome refugees, as has been part of our country's tradition since its founding. And as our administration steps up to reclaim the mantle of global leadership on refugees and build back our humanitarian programs to be stronger and more resilient than ever, we know we can't solve this problem alone. We will lead and foster international cooperation to alleviate suffering with life-saving assistance and support, provide educational and job opportunities so refugees can thrive, promote their access to international protection and durable solutions. The United States stands together with refugees. We stand together with our partners at the UN Refugee Agency and across the humanitarian community. You know, most of us are Americans by a wonderful, happy accident of birth. Refugees are Americans by choice. That's a choice that we affirm, we welcome, and we will do everything we can to support. Thanks for listening.